Survey says we might be live. I say that because, well, this is try two. Hopefully, our avid listeners and viewers are seeing something that looks like the Sit Rep Podcast logo. Of course, not that it's not dead sexy, but, whoop, hold on. Fat fingered that one. There we go. How you doing? Hi, I'm Marty. I'll be your host. I'm accompanied by producer Chris this evening, behind the camera and
Hello.
working the chats and all of that good stuff. Yeah, that guy. It's like thing. It's just a hand. But a couple weeks ago, we did a little piece of the Alamo, and we were talking about how big the this model was. It's huge. That's what she said. Come on. But anyway, for real, this is a humongous model, and we wanted to give you a sense of scale, which is why we're showing you just what we've built so far, which is less than half of what it is. So, before we go on our world tour of the Alamo, though, let's check in, see who we got here. Can you guys hear me? Is the stuff working? How we doing? How do I make my chat come up?
James says hello, everyone.
Well, it says we're live, so we like that. Okay, so that's cool. All right, no, really, where's my?
Unfortunately, we're not NATO versus Russia.
We're not, but oh wait, what'd I do? No, that's not what. I want my chat. Why is it not showing me chat? I got stream monitor. I got that. It is not playing my little reindeer game here. Oh, it's because I'm on the dashboard. Hold on.
Jim says sound is fine.
Oh, good. Glad to hear it, buddy.
Want to say that for the first commercial break?
Yeah, maybe. Hold on. I'm trying to. That is not what I wanted. Get my ass whooped by my own Restream app on my phone. This is not entertaining for any of us. So, all right, I'm gonna ditch watching it on Restream. I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna go to Facebook, so at least I can see some comments here. Although Chris will be behind the camera, or well, he will be behind the camera, but he's also over there running the monitor, and we'll have to just relay what stuff we're doing. Where?
Rasmus has joined.
Raz, what's up? Hold on. Rasmus. Thinking of you, buddy. So, I have no idea what this is. It's in German. It's a hell beer. We thought that was appropriate. It's pretty tasty. I'm not going to argue with that, so I've got a little something going on there. That's good stuff. All right, so let's see here. Whoa, hold on. I don't need to listen to all that crap, but I do need to be able to see the comments. All right, good deal. So at least I can see what Facebook is saying about me. You people. All right, so.
They ain't saying anything. They just point and laughing.
Well, yeah. How about it? That's what I would do. Like, look at that monkey. All right, so what we've got here is less than half of the Alamo. So this is the hospital. Kind of cool. You can, oh, by the way, the model is by Sarissa Precision. If you didn't recognize it, it's fine MDF terrain. It's pretty easy to put together, although we'll show you some things that will also indicate that you got to pay attention a little bit and make sure that you fit stuff. But you can see the fit and finish here is fine. You can take the roof off the second story, and then you can take the whole second story of the hospital off. Pretty cool. And we'll leave those off for a second so you can see the front of the chapel, the actual mission there. That's the famous part, right? Everybody's familiar with. Now, I want you to think about this, and this is part of the reason why I say that there's less than half. So, little terrain board right here. Imagine that there's a building and some walls here, because this is all exterior wall sections. So all the way around down to the corner long stretch. on that side, and then, although I put my hospital on it, there'll be another section here with a section adjacent to it here. So the corners will actually be right there. So there's plenty more for us to build. Lots of stuff going on there.
A little redoubt sticking out the front.
And then, yeah, there's a little hole here that's another redoubt for cannon position. So we'll put our hospital back together right quick. Oh, so, as I said, I am when I talked about this previously, it is a ginormous model. There's just a ton of terrain to it, and it's all modular. So, if you didn't want to use it as the actual Alamo and you wanted to set it up differently, you certainly could. You could kind of mix and match if you wanted to. You could make a little town out of it. You know, depending on how you decide to finish this, you could, you know, potentially play just about any Middle East scenario that you wanted to. You could make it passable for that. So, lots of cool stuff there. All right, on that happy note, let's get into what we're going to actually work on, and we're going to pick up where we left off last time. So we're going to take our redoubt out of here. This guy's actually done, so we're going to pluck him off to the side. This is going to be our project. So,
Did you want to show
that being
the
said,
snake said the
we got some
untalented people?
we got some other cool little knickknacks for you here. So I'm going to show you this first. So that is a well. So you got a little well that you can put in there. You know, you can kind of see that guy there. Yeah, see, got a little crank handle here. It doesn't actually crank because it's glued in place, but it's there. We all got to get our groceries, right? There you go. There's the old school grocery getter right there. And the wheels do turn. Not a lot, but, you know, it turns enough. It's kind of cool. And then here's another section that you can get a feel for. The nice thing about this being a blown up and kind of destroyed section is when I broke this part building it, y'all don't know what I broke off and what I didn't. And it's glued to the bottom anyway. So, you know, all the parts are there, just not all of them in the same place that they were originally. So we got that going for us. All right. So.
You want to show that again from the front? It's better.
Yeah, if you want to get it.
Good model. It's
yeah,
a great
you
model.
kind of get a better feel for what that looks like. You know, it's got some windows and door. It's all kind of blowed up looking. Got a wall section there. There it is from that side. So yeah, it's kind of a cool piece.
Maybe even
And
a Halloween piece.
there's the well. Here, move this guy to the side. Make it a little easier. Yeah, that doesn't help. But there's the well for you, so you can see what that looks like. Now, earlier I said that you know, Sarissa Precision makes good stuff, and they do, absolutely. Has a fine fit and finish. However, you do need to pay attention to how you're putting things together. If you recall, if you were with us last time I was working on this, there were a couple times I had to pry a couple of these pieces apart and redo them because I put them in with the wrong orientation, or I didn't have the right wall piece on the outside, that type of thing. So, previously built, not on this episode, is this wall section, which is pretty cool. I'm going to slide this guy over here. Which is pretty cool because one of the features of this wall section is you can make it boink, damaged. And you gotta love that. Now I'm gonna give you a quick close-up of how they do this. So if you notice, and I'll tip this up at an angle so you can see it. So there's actually 3 pieces there. So you've got the first layer, you've got an inner layer, and then an outer layer over here. And then on this guy, well, flip that over the right way. Put that at an angle. You can see that there's a hollow channel in the middle because it's 3 pieces. And then you take that hollow channel and it slides into place. It's nice and secure, even though this is modular and you can pull it off and whatnot. You don't have to worry about, you know, somebody bumped the table and, oh, my wall section fell over. We've all been there. Let's face it. It's happened. However, as it turns out, the model is kind of particular about how it gets put together because it's modular. So I can't actually, these are the 2 sections that are supposed to go together. I can't actually join them and see if you can see it better from up top. So you can see how we've got, no, it won't go together.
The MDF sections would have.
Yeah, you can see that the MDF bases would line up. Matter of fact, if I do this, you can see where it lines up down here where I'm able to press them together. But where the wall sections meet, not so much. That's because, I turn this guy around, that's the section that's supposed to fit in there. And the MDF bases are now preventing the walls from going. So that means that this wall section here, that little guy, don't worry about that little guy. Well, we got to worry about him a little bit. We're going to have to pluck him off the base, flip him around, so that way it will line up correctly. The good news is it's MDF. We can do this. It's not that hard. We have the technology. But we wanted to give everybody a chance to see what was going on and what the actual scale of this model is, because it is massive. It is just a huge model set. You know, I mean, it comes in like a paper box. There's, you know, warning stickers on the outside for 2-man lift. It's crazy. This thing is huge. So, that's what she said. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to do that for my own jokes, but nobody else is here is doing it. Need to be said. Get my sit rep gear on. All right.
That wall section was also the first one, so there was nothing to go off of.
Yeah, we didn't have anything to compare it to, so we didn't know. Both sides kind of mostly look the same, but yeah, once you start trying to line it up, then it gets awkward. No big deal, easy enough to fix. Anyone that's put these things together, I'm sure, has had the same issue where something wasn't oriented quite right, or you know, you had to flip it around, whatever. It's MDF and glue. We can make it happen. Whether we break the glue, we saw the MDF, we wave a magic wand, throw some pixie dust at it, whatever, we can fix it. No big deal. Slancha. All right, now let's get down to some brass taxes. All right, we are going to, I'm going to clear some of this off here a little bit. Give myself a little bit of space. So, yikes! Don't want to break my hospital wall. Thank you, sir. Whoa, oh, earthquake! There goes the roof. The roof. The roof. Oh, wait a minute, wrong song.
I don't think that'd be good for Halloween.
There we go. We got that going on. All right. This is the guy we're going to work on here. Now, let me get down to my directions. All right. So, that being said, we have completed all of those. And let's see, we have glued the building assembly to the base tile. We have done that. Glue the buttress panel on. We've done that. Glue the spur wall panels on. We've done that. Glue the card door and window panels. We've done that. So you can see the gray pieces here. That's our card doors, and then there's little window frames in there too. I don't think you can really see the frames, but trust me, they be in there. There's a little window frame in there. All right, so we can call that portion.
You have a number of posts.
Done. Now, well, you're gonna have to read them to me because I can't see them. So share with the group. What do we got going on? Wrong.
1/4 of the Alamo to go by Ras. He also said we need a game of Blood and Plunder in it at some point.
Yes, we could do that, Raz. We could.
Jim said that he liked the wreck buildings. Wreck buildings are much harder to build than intact buildings.
Oh, I thought you said erect. Sorry.
They're much harder to scratch build.
Yes.
And then Rasmus, why you always dry fit first?
Yes. Well, and like I said, on that wall section, it fits. The problem is we didn't have anything to dry fit it to yet when we did that, so yeah, it happens. But we'll see if we can do better. All right. So let's see what we got here now. So now, we're gonna do some wall paneling. Glue the roof. Oh no, roof panels. 23, 24, 25. Which ones are those? 23. Oh, these are the busted up sections. All right, so I don't need the cardboard. I don't need that. Yeah, here we go. We're getting into these fellers. All right, so we're gonna need some of those.
Chris joined us,
Chris, what's up, buddy?
and Rasmus said, "Looks like you need a glass for that beer.
No,
if only podcast sold some."
You're right. Should be repping the podcast with my beer glass. You got me on that one. I've not yet ordered one of the new ones, and my old one is at my house, and the studio is at Chris's house. So that's my excuse. However, I wouldn't let you down by not having beer, so I do have beer. Thinking of you, buddy. Can't wait.
Thinking of him, thinking of you. First thing you grab in my house.
It's true, but I mean, so a couple years ago, Raz and I got to enjoy a couple of Guinnesses while all the important people were off doing the podcast. So I wouldn't, that's before I was, on the podcast. See how that works, Raz? It's a hostile takeover. I'll slowly but surely get there. All right. These are going to be some wicked puzzle pieces, I think. All right, so I got to figure out which one of these is which. All right, so the big, long, giant piece is the 24 or 25. Aha. All right, so it's that one. Yeah. I'll buy that. That looks good. I'm supposed to glue that to the roof frame, which is 28. So that's this guy. Oh, so here we go. Some fiddly bits right off the bat. Let me kind of dry fit some of these other pieces here. So I think is this one this guy? No. Is it not that guy? No. See, and this is why Raz said dry fit. Oh, I think, hold on, come on, get in there. Get in the game. There we go. All right, progress has been made. All right, so that guy goes there. If he'll stay. There we go. Lovely. Okay, so now there's a little section that goes here. Is it this little guy? Oops. Let's get the right side facing out. That little guy? Nope.
Good thing to help identify which side is the inside and the outside. The outside has cracks in the stucco.
Yep. Am I going the wrong way with this? All right, you just don't want to play my. Oh, I bet are you this piece? All right, you just don't want to play my reindeer game. Fine. Don't care. All right, let's see. Oh, get back up there. I'm pretty sure this is the right spot. There we go. Okay, that dude looks legit there. Let's see here. That guy goes right. Get them little notches lined up. There we go. Whoa. Easy. Steady. Okay. I'm digging it so far. Guy's got to go like that, right? Show does. Get in there. All right, so that dude goes there, which means that by default, this guy has to go on the end. And get you out of the way. This guy goes. There we go. Okay. All right, so we figured out where all the pieces go. Seems like it would be an important thing. Now I will put them down in their orientation. All right, we got one over here, right? Yep, we do. Sweetness. All right. So this guy is going to have to go on this way. So I know that these dudes are going to go on right there. Oh, look at that. Like a glove. Bam.
I have found that it's much easier to clamp it.
I'm kind of super amazed. I'm not going to lie. I mean, that is like, whoop. is good stuff right there. All right, blink, blink. Oh, hold on. I'm the...
For this episode, Precision has an asterisk after it. Asterisk equals our kit is not Marty proof.
All right, you haters.
That was Jim.
Hater. It's true. I mean, can't argue with it, but let's see. Let's get this guy's on here so I'm not smashing it back out of the piece. All right. So we got a little pieces coming through. We're flush on the sides there. Perfecto. Now.
I'm sorry. Before you hit that part up, I found that it was better to get all the pieces on there, because sometimes you have to take a piece off to get another
it might
piece
be
in.
fiddly. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. Okay, so this is oriented this way. So this guy goes on next. This little feller. All right. There we go. Looking good. Whoops. Get in there. Stay on there. More little clampages. Come on, get in the game, Fokker. There we go. All right, yeah, Got your Marty proof right here, Digging it. All right, look at this. Cruising through this thing. Now, get this little dude lined up. So while you guys know what I'm doing, because you can see it, I don't know what you're doing. What do you guys got going on? What projects you got in the mix? Anybody working on anything cool? Got anything going on? You painting up some armies? You Rasmuth, you making some new terrain for when Raise the Black comes out? I mean, you signed up for the all-in, I want to own everything on that Kickstarter, right?
I could say that I'm working on a project.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you haven't seen the project that Chris has started and I've been helping him with a little bit, it's pretty cool. We are in the process of building a laser. Okay, why are we not? This fucking thing. All right, this guy's. Why are you fucking with me? It's like you don't want to be on there. Doesn't go this way, does it? Hold on. That's not right. All right, what the hell did I do, boys? All right.
Any chance it could be one of
Oh,
the
hold
other
on.
short
Do I
pieces?
have these not oriented correctly? That one? All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Then didn't I just put that guy down there? Uh-oh.
Walkabout Games is saying
They both fit.
to look at the tabs, the tab and slots. They're not going to be identical.
Let's see. This
So-
guy.
Walkabout Games said that he's doing World War II printing for store. And then, obviously, a comment to what you were saying. Lasers.
That's right. Freaking lasers.
Rasmus, I should start printing something for a Blood and Plunder table, but I have not felt inspired.
What do you mean, buddy? What do you mean you haven't felt inspired? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you losing your mojo? You just need to slow down, take a little hobby break there, or?
I'm assuming it's inspired. I think it's inspirited. It must be inspired. Am autocorrect?
I'm working on getting inspirited as we speak. What? Like I invented it. All right, so this guy goes here, right? So if he goes here, that means I'm on the wrong side. That means he goes over here. All right, here. Oops. It would help if I put him on facing the correct direction.
Walkabout Games and Inspired. It's Pirates. Jim saying blade testing now 60% complete for Stalingrad. Valor and Victory Scenario Pack.
Oh, hey, you guys have been making some progress. I know that you've been working on that hard, Jim. I'm looking forward to seeing what that ends up looking like. That sounds like it's a fantastic project.
Trying to get it finished up by the end of October.
That's right, just in time for the Christmas season, folks.
And then Rasmus was, he says, spilling while half asleep.
Is he doing what while he's half asleep?
Inspirited or inspired.
Oh. Yeah, well, I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. All right, so you slide that guy in here, and then this might be easier if I do this. Come on. Come on. Let's slide this guy in. There we go. Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's why I was saying it would be easier to...
Yep, nope, that was good call. Good call. Chris coming through clutch on the, hey, you don't want to glue that yet, dickhead move. And he was right. Because it makes it much easier to do it that way. And then we got this guy. And then, hope this piece fits. It's the last one. Alright, survey says I can't line up the little doohickeys. Alright. There we go. Turns out I just gotta be able to see what I'm doing. That's a novel thought. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put a little clampage on this guy. And a little clampage on this guy, if I can get him lined up without... get on there. That's not... there we go. Alright. There you go. It's all built. Okay. I'll glue it together. Fine. Alright. Oop, that's not what I wanted. This is one of those fancy ones that's got both an applicator and a brush. This stuff is like super goopy thick, so it gets stringy. But, we'll make it work. Alright, so give you a dab there and a dab there. Really a dab there? There we go. And one over here, one down at the end.
So Walkabout Games asked Jim if he had seen the Stalingrad book for BG coming out soon.
Battle Group, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whew, that stuff smells.
You need a cocktail.
You do need a cocktail to keep the stench down from that stuff. One, it smells horrible, and two, I'm pretty sure that that's gonna get me high by the end of the night. That's what I'm gonna blame it on anyway. People ask, why is your little model all jacked up? It was obviously the accelerant. Obviously.
Officer.
Yeah. I saw the whole thing. He was huffing accelerant. That guy crazy. I don't know how anyone could huff this because it smells horrendous. Alright, give you a dab, give you a dab.
We've seen you. You've drank stuff that's been hideous.
No, I mean, come on. I was in the Army for 27 years. I've deployed a few times. I've eaten food that would knock a buzzard off a shit wagon.
And you were glad to have it.
Yeah. By the way, that was the Army food, not the native food. Come to think of it, I liked most of the native food.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not like a picky eater or anything, so I've got that going for me. Although, as many of us who were in the Middle East can attest, I've drank more than my fair share of chai, and while I have nothing against tea, I don't like a crap ton of sugar in it. And these guys would serve you chai in a little glass that was this big, and there'd be this much sugar in it, and then they would pour their tea on top of it. And then they would give you this little Coke spoon to stir it up with, because we're fancy like that. But yeah, so the trick to that, because I didn't like the sugar, is don't stir it. Just let the sugar sit there on the bottom, tea's floating on top. You sip your little bit of chai off of it. So that way it was not nearly as bad.
Surprisingly, the cleanest water did not produce the best tasting chai.
Yeah, I tried not to pay attention where the water came from. My whole unit had dysentery in 2003 when we went over the border, and it was from bad U.S. water. All right, so you remember how back in the day, Blackwater perfected the death blossom, where they would get attacked, they'd hop out of the vehicle, and then everybody around them got murdered? Yeah, we had the shit blossom, where every time we were on a convoy and we stopped, everyone would hop out, and then we'd all go blow mud. You know, they say that innocence is the first victim of war. No, it's dignity. I saw it die there in the desert that day. I was a Sergeant First Class E7, had a little female PFC sitting right next to me, out in the middle of the desert, no cover, providing our own security while we're both just blowing our guts out.
No shame.
Yeah, nope, none. What's it? Toilet paper? Yeah.
So much better when you're able to stop, right? What did you do if you
Yeah.
can't stop?
So if you had to go while the truck was moving, you got to go while the truck was moving. We didn't make potty breaks, so yeah, you hung your ass out the window or out the back of the Humvee and let her rip.
You felt sorry for the guy driving behind you?
Felt sorry for the gunner and the people in the back seat, because the gunner didn't get to get out of the gunner station. So those dudes just shit their pants. That's teamwork, my friends. Although we did have a couple of dudes that tried to do the combat exchange on the gunner so that they could go move to a better spot to relieve themselves. Some of them made it. Most of them didn't. Let's get this guy locked in here. All right. The hell are you people giggling about? See, you know I can't read the comments, right?
Right.
That's what it is.
Jim goes, I want that miniature. Mudslinging Humvees.
Oh,
Heroically scaled, of course.
Chris, you're our sculptor and printer, maker of things. I think Jim's dropping you a challenge. All right, so my little section fits on there. Yay!
Rasmus, I feel sorry for the guy who had to clean it later.
Yeah, it sucked. It sucked.
So there was an exchange where Jim was talking about Stalingrad Battle Group will be awesome. So far they have Barbarossa and Kursk, and also Fall of the Reich, partially. Lots of Eastern Front material. And Walkabout Games said, and Suntag is coming out soon.
Yeah, hey Chris, Suntag, have you heard a release date or anything on that? I have not, and that might be because I wasn't paying super close attention and I missed it. But yeah, I'm excited to hear Suntag coming out. That'll be cool. Get my little roof in here. What am I hitting here? There we go. Stuck in a little tab or something in there.
So
Get down on it.
take a look at how they did that.
Get down on it. Whoa. This guy's not quite on there. Why do you not want to hang on there? I sprayed you with accelerant and everything. crap, fuck. You're about to get the shit glued out of you anyway, so. Is that all the way down? You'd think that with the lights I spread, I'd be able to tell. Yeah, that's all the way down. Sweet. Alright, so I got that, we got that. You suppose the not wide enough. Alright. Do this then. Link. We'll do one of these. Those guys in place. Hold you in place. Mm-hmm. Ahem. Alright. Get this guy glued up, yeah? Make it happen. Alright, so I'm just going to get abusive with the glue here because this guy just does not want to stay on. I don't know what the deal is. For crying out loud, I mean, I'm using super glue because I'm lazy and I want this to go fast. Alright.
The Walkabout Games. Little Bird told me pre-orders this month for Sentai.
Oh, hey. There's going to be a bunch of battle group players all excited about that. Alright, I think we got that guy done. Sweet.
You don't have to glue the roof down. You can if you want.
Well, I mean, if you want it to stay on, I think you do.
No, because it can pop off.
Well, the whole thing is supposed to pop off. It's supposed to take that with it. What?
One I did earlier.
Yeah, that section's supposed to be glued onto the frame, and then we lift the whole thing up.
Yeah.
Okay, got that guy there, got that guy there. Do 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 do. Do do do. Oops. All right.
Jim says, 10mm American Armored Task Force. Here I come.
Yeah, how about it? So, Jim, stay with me on this. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but here's a project I was kind of thinking about. So you guys know how I like to play Battle Space, right? So it's a little solo modern miniature game, right? I want to make it into Pocket Space. And instead of 28mm dudes, like 10mm dudes. And you can play it on like a 1x1 board. You can take it anywhere. Huh? What do you think? I think it'd be kind of cool. That dude in there.
Jim said, although I really should play that in 6mm, that way I can switch back and forth with GHQ micro armor.
There you go. Well, you got a bunch of micro armor already, right, Jim? So, I mean, that would you can lean right into that then. Yeah, for sure.
Jim goes, there you go, gaming on the go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wouldn't that be cool?
And your terrain would fold up to be the case.
Yeah. So my idea is you make a little box, right? Could be a little cardboard box, could be a little wooden box, whatever. So you've got your little box that folds open, right? So not like a coffin box where you lift the lid off the box, but a little box that opens up like a book, right? So you've got little tiny terrain, you got your little teams, you got your dice, your movement thing, measuring device. So you got you got your cards for your guys, you got all that stuff in there, right? You close it up, and that's your storage. Then when you open it up, you dump out all your dudes and all that stuff. You flip it upside down, so now it's like a little raised table, and you have your terrain painted on there. So you make it like a desert scene or whatever. It's flat. I mean, you're not gonna like flock it or anything, but then you can take like a little tree, a little car, a little wall section, whatever it is that you had inside there. Put that on there for terrain, and then move your dudes around, right? Just telling you, it's genius. Pure genius. Not gonna lie, I did wholeheartedly get inspired, perhaps completely steal the idea from Casey over at eBay Miniature Rescue, because he is doing this for a Warhammer army. Although he wants to put his in a fanny pack. No. See, mine, you got the box that's a little carrying case, and it's your playing surface. Pure genius.
It all fits in an ammo can.
Oh, it's not even gonna be that big, dude.
Well, still,
Yeah,
an ammo can would be cool.
it's true. An ammo can would be cool. If only I knew a guy that had it. Oh, wait a minute. Let me check my garage. Yeah, I got a bunch of ammo cans. That might be a thing that we have to do. Put some dudes in, or armies or a game, something, make it fit in an ammo can. Although, so I feel, my personal opinion, I feel I have mastered the art of the DIY gaming mat. I've made a couple of them now. I feel good about it. I'm really happy with how they've turned out. But I could make like a little one, a little teeny one that folds up, rolls up, whatever, fits in the ammo can, right? You know, maybe if I had, I don't know, a laser cutter, I can make some really nice inserts and put all my little dudes and dice and stuff, you know, nice little card holders, separate the cards, give them their own little section.
Yeah. Jim said ammo can would be fun for a theme.
Yeah.
But and then the terrain, you can have it where it like does the Russian doll nesting.
Yeah, make them so they do like, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, could do something like that. I mean, it's an ammo can. You can make it magnetic, stick it to the lid.
So you have to see what James says that he has.
Yeah, well, James has been doing this longer than me. I'm pretty sure he's got some cool shit.
I don't know if people can hear me talking. He said, I have two of the old wooden cases for 105 howitzer shells.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, a couple of the old 105 ammo cases. Unfortunately, I have way too much experience with that because my first 3 years in the Army, I was on 105 millimeter towed howitzer. I don't. All right, I might have just been about to tell a lie. I was gonna say I don't have any of those anymore. If I check my garage, I might have one, dude. I might have one. I've got a couple of ammo crates in there. I don't remember if I still have that one or not. You know, but it's always cool having a crate in your garage that, you know, says that it's 4 cases of hand grenades. I mean, I might have the ATF showing up at my house, be like, what did he say? It's just a box. That's all I've got.
You've also said shells and accelerant and.
Oh yeah, I'm told. I'm getting swatted later tonight, for sure. Come on, little fella, get in there. There we go.
Rasmus says metal and magnets.
Yeah, right. You know, the box is already metal, so you could use that. We could do little metal insert trays that you can, you know, just stick your dudes to and then pull the whole tray out. Oh, I'm telling you. The opportunities are endless. We are constrained only by our imagination, and I believe that we've pretty well demonstrated that we have plenty of imagination. Is it on there? It's not on there. Stay there, buddy. I'll give you a second.
Jim says, I was gonna say we're now all on the watch list.
Now? I'm pretty sure I've been on a couple of lists for a while. You know, if I wasn't, or maybe I moved up in ranking. Maybe it's a power move.
It's not just from this.
Oh.
People who put together the list, some of them know you.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's that. I don't know if that makes me go up or down on the list. It's true. Now that I think about it, I was in a class not too long ago with a guy that literally maintains one of those lists. I'd shout out, but I don't want to move up on that one, so I'm just going to leave that one right there. He's not watching this, but, you know.
Talk about games. I found one of my 81 millimeter mortar ammo tube carriers I kept.
Ooh.
I want to repeat some of the stuff I'm saying.
81 millimeter mortar tube carrier. What can we use that for?
Cocktails.
Oh, yeah, there you go. It'd be like drinking a yard. Chris is like, hey, it's my whiskey glass. Because he went from Canadian to some sort of fucked up Scotsman, because I don't do a good imitation. But, whiskey glass, yeah. Okay, whiskey glass. If you have, like my DIY battle mats would fit in something like that, I bet. That would be cool. Although, one of them is a 6x4 for Blood and Plunder. Don't get all jazzed, Rasmuth. It's not that cool. It's just a little bit of, it's 2 feet of beach and 4 feet of water. I mean, it's kind of cool because I had one and I made it, so I like it. But there's not a whole lot to that one.
Raz says magnets in the bases. If they're strong enough, you can then have an insert with them. There were a company that made magnetic bags.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The mortar tube could also have a really big mat folded. The terrain mat.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, roll that bitch up in there and chunk them in there. This guy is being a pain in my ass. You're getting the full Monty now. So I've gone around this roof like 6 times trying to get this thing to stay in place. What are you giggling about? What's so fun?
I sent Marty a pic. Oh my god, you would die drinking out of these.
You'd be surprised the stuff that, one, what we drank, and two, what we drank out of when I was artillery. If you've seen a 105 millimeter shell, the semi-fixed ammunition that's got the big piece of brass at the bottom, depending on how much you've been already drinking, depends on how clean the inside of that thing needs to get, because there's a huge ass priming tube in it as well. And like 9 pounds of cordite just went off in it. Yeah. Drink some grog out of that, buddy. That'll definitely be a VA claim. All right, there we go. Despite my best efforts, it fits perfectly. See, Sarissa does a good job. Like a glove. Pretty happy with that. No, I'm not. But I'm just saying, this part fits on the bottom part. I'm happy. I gotta put my door on. Hold on. Give it up, Mom. Do, 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 do. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna give this a little dollop of this first. It's so stringy. Alright, so we'll do that. Come on, you. Get with the program. There we go. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm happy about that. Okay. This dude gets lined up right in there. And this will be our trapdoor roof access. Got a little bit there that really I just want to draw that off so I can stick it on the roof without it sticking to the roof. And then, boink. Oop. Wait a minute. There we go. Boink. And then take that guy off. Oh! All right, all right, all right. Good times. All right, where are we at now? Oh, so now we got to build the ramp. So this is an actual artillery emplacement up here. So we're going to build a ramp that goes, let me show it to you, this, that goes like whoop up here. So, yikes, let's get to it. We'll put this guy over here.
Do me a favor, test that. It's been magic.
Oh, did you move that dude around? See? Let's see. Oh, look at that. Like a glove, huh? Like it was meant to be. Good work, sir. Good work. There you go. All right, so I need some of those. I think I just punch all this stuff out because it's all the ramp now. I'm done with this. So let me ask the rest of you geeks that are listening, all three of you. When you put together a model like this, that's MDF, so Sarissa does all the hard work, right? They give you all the pieces, parts, and you just got to punch them out and put them together. Once you've done that, do you save the leftover part, the sprue, if you will? Like, this is all the parts punched out of this guy. Do you guys save this? Because I'm kind of a nerd. The ones that I have at the house, I've saved them and I've used them because, well, it's decent wood and it's the right size. So, as you can see, we haven't been throwing ours away because, we like to be thrifty. Like, let's face it, those of us that are in the hobby, we like to be able to do our crafting, so to speak. Be able to scratch build some stuff, be able to add some things, all that good jazz. All right.
So Rasmus said time to ramp up the show.
That's right. I see what you did there, Raz. You are correct, sir.
And Chris Walkabout said those Sarissa tires are looking very cool and how they fit. And then he also replied to your question about, yes, I saved them for rubble.
Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of uses, right? I mean, I'm just saying. All right, so this guy go like this, and this guy go like that. Is that what I'm looking at? What I'm looking like. Glue the inner ramp frame panels, blah blah blah. Glue the ramp inner sides and outer sides to the frame assembly. Okay. Glue the corner support panel 36. That's this guy. Alright, I think I got this. Now,
Did you glue those two together?
I haven't glued anything together yet. I'm going to dry fit it first. Whoop. Because I'm going to get this little feller in here. He said, oh, there we go. Alright, so that little feller goes in like that.
That's what she said.
That feller goes in. Come on. Come on. That one goes like that. This guy goes in there and then slot A into tab B. No, tab A into slot B. Oh, yeah. And this little dude all right. Now we'll just take this guy apart and we will glue him up.
You're working on 16, correct?
When you say 16,
A16?
oh, the sheet. Sure. Yes. I thought you meant like step 16. I'm like, no, dude, I'm on like 20. I'm way past that. This is gonna get super awkward. All right, a little bit of this. Put some of this over here. Yeah, buddy. All right, we're gonna have a ramp here shortly. This is gonna be pretty epic.
Raz said, in my case, some of them go in the fireplace.
Yeah, you decide which ones you don't like, Raz, and you're like, yep, these got to go. Or I can't have 2 more boxes of these because my wife will kill me, so I have to get rid of them. Because I'm guessing it's one or the other of those scenarios, probably. All right, those look good.
I think we've all had the talk with our wives about either it's going in the fireplace or you're going in the fireplace.
Yeah, right? Yeah, how about it? I've had enough of your crap. Why do you have this laying all over the house? Although my wife's actually pretty good about that. I got a space up in my loft. Lets me pretty much do what I want in there. Now it's not a public space either. I mean, most folks aren't. You're not gonna see it unless you're coming up there. And it's not like a gaming space or anything either. I don't have that much room. I mean, it's a little room. So it's just my hobby desk and storage area. Yikes.
What was it that you're not allowed to do up there anymore? Is it stuck up the house?
What was it that I did? Oh, spray varnish. That's what it was. Yeah, don't use spray varnish in the house, kids. I didn't mind, but apparently my wife does not appreciate the smell. It was cold out that day. It was winter. I'm not going outside for this. I know I'll go outside for this. And for those that say, oh, you can't spray that stuff in the cold, it'll be messed up. Yeah, well, yeah, maybe. But, the can's at room temperature for the inside. The stuff I'm spraying is at room temperature. I shake it up in my garage. I open up the garage door. I put my little figure out on his stick because I got him blue tack to his stick. Go back inside, close the door. Works like a champ. I don't have any issues with it.
I made the mistake of brewing beer in the house. My wife had a headache for 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah, people that have never been exposed to the brewing process for beer don't realize quite what everything goes into that. And I didn't know it was gonna be like that. Yeah, it is.
So Chris said, I'm buying a bunch of Sarissa World War II train this Friday for games in Holland.
Yeah.
Rasmus had a bit of each. Had enough unpainted to make a 10mm city from TT Combat. Rasmus said the garage is the spray booth.
That's pretty good. See, I got an airbrush upstairs, so I'm all good using that when I'm using I think all my varnishes are Vallejo, for my gloss and my vat varnishes. But I run it through my airbrush, no problem, no smell, nobody complains. Can of Krylon matte varnish, yeah, I gotta go outside to use that one.
Rasmus said the pre-painted scraps he does not burn.
Yeah, like if you get something from Black Site Studios or whatever. They've got some interesting stuff. They got their own game now. That, what is it? Don't Look Back horror game? How crazy is that? I have not played it. The stuff they show for it looks kind of cool. That might be like a good, if you're doing like a themed game around Halloween, it's like a horror game, so.
Jim said Krylon Primer will put a spring in your step.
Oh, put a bend in your step. And it'll put a bend in the side of my head when my wife hits me with a frying pan for using it in the house. She was not pleased. Alright, so I just need to score this bad boy up.
Chris said he had to make a spray booth because it gets too cold there in winter.
I don't doubt it. And dude, you got a wicked looking spray booth. That big plexiglass deal, and you got a fancy fan going to it. Chris has a really good setup. If you haven't seen it, and pretty sure that's all over his Walkabout Games account. Check it out. But yeah.
Chris also says that Lunar looks amazing from Dark Side.
Yeah. I was looking at that the other day. Somebody, posted up some stuff. But yeah, that looked like it was a pretty cool game as well. Oh my, it's almost like it was meant to go there. What do I do? Alright, so now we throw a bead of glue down on here. And this dude will be good to go. We got that out to the end. All right. Oops. Throw a little on here. We don't want that flying off the top edge there. That would be embarrassing. All right. Survey says that I can't line this up straight. There we go. Get in there. You're in there. That, my friends, is a beautiful thing. Now, oops, knocked my little piece out there. Now this guy goes right there. So that's your corner readout. You wheel your little cannon up here. You can wheel them around up here, and then boom! Let them have it. My little piece is cockeyed up here. So I'm going to pull that guy out. That's what I get for not using super glue.
The super glue bottle is white.
Hold yourself.
Okay.
Alright, and this guy. Yeah! Forgot my door was up there. What's up with this guy? This freaking guy. I got this corner. It's not want to play my reindeer games.
Chris said nice ramp. Rasmus said for Dead President's Day, we should go to gym, not Seatown.
Okay, so I get wanting to go to Florida instead of the Chicagoland area in February. True. I don't think we can all invade Jim's place, though. Bill has much more room at his.
Chris said, "Is this the 28 millimeter or 15 millimeter Alamo?"
I believe this is 28, yeah? Oh, no, this is...
Got one of your 28 millimeter figures behind you.
Say, hold on. I'm gonna go with that's a 28 mil. All right, which one of these is a corner that wasn't playing my little reindeer game here somewhere? This guy. All right, where's?
Hey, I think we do need to go to Florida.
Well, yeah, we'd need to. I just don't think that you know, Jim's gonna be down with it.
Oh no, Jim said, "I just put everyone up overnight at Cheetahs or Diamond Dolls or Scarlet's."
You're putting us up there. Is that what I heard? That's what I heard. Jim's going to put us up there.
Yeah.
I mean, Jim's putting us up there, though. Well, I got a chunk of crap in there, that's why.
Chris was thinking it was 15 millimeter from the camera angle.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell without a figure there for reference. But nope, they're 28 mil.
Probably just looks small compared to your big head.
Yeah, well, you know, whatevs. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. So I'm gonna give this dude a shot of this here. Put a little clamp.
Jim's not covering divorce lawyers.
You're causing the divorce. I'm pretty sure you have to kick in. I'm just saying. I think you have to cover that. You know, at least partially. Divorce insurance. I'm a thinking man. That's all I'm saying. I'm an idea man. I'm here for you.
I'm just gonna fix shit before I go.
That's all right. I don't know why I got this one corner. Actually, we're gonna do both of these.
Jim said, "Well, the proposal is withdrawn in that case."
Oh, Indian giver. Okay, so I got that there. Now, although I'm telling you, I think that could be a pretty good racket. The divorce insurance. I have to figure out how to structure that right, you know, as our own pyramid scheme. But you know, we could definitely do a little business there. I'm betting. Come on, get in there. Now.
Make it a 150-page end-user license agreement.
Yeah, something. They're not gonna read it all. There we go.
Hey Jim, if you're single, does the proposal still exist?
Well, yeah, you can't get divorced if you're single. There we go. All right, good deal. We'll give that a sec. Oh, that's why, because I popped off the other corner. I was all proud of myself there for a second. this guy lined back up. I'm just gonna glue and clamp the crap out of this because it's really starting to annoy me that this one end just does not want to play my little reindeer game and stay in place.
Jim comes back and says, I'm not sure if they have overnight accommodations. We'd have to find one of the ladies who'd take you home for the night.
I was gonna say, I bet there may be an arrangement made there somewhere. I've heard people talk, you know. Guys say things.
Rumor has it.
Yeah. Get that
Got enough glue on there to swallow the MDF.
You know, that would actually, if it was doing that, would work. That's why I say I'm just gonna hit it with some PVA, and I'm gonna clamp the crap out of it. These teeny clamps are a godsend for this stuff. Perfecto. All right, so we got that. Got our, oops, move out of the way there, cowboy. All right, a little ramp fits in there like a champ. That's it. We're done with that piece. Awesome sauce. Gotta love it, got to love it. All right, so that piece needs to dry still, so we'll let that go. Then, here, we'll put this all together. Slide that off to the side.
Could you do me a favor and show this and the things on the corner?
The what are you looking to see?
A16 and
Yeah.
size about how they break their stuff down.
Oh, yeah. Chris wanted to point something out here. So for those of you that are putting together Sarissa Precision stuff, let me cut to the overhead here. All right, so this is the instruction sheet here, and you can see where it says A16, right? Cool, because on all the sheets that have parts that are on this particular instruction sheet for the Northwest Artillery Corner, you will see, this is one of the sheets that we cut the actual cardboard stuff out of. It says A16. In this case, 1 of 5. All right. That goes right along with one of our MDF pieces, A16, 4 of 5. So you know that you are looking for 5 pieces total, you know, between the cardboard and the MDF. And that as long as it says A16 at the beginning, and it matches the A16 that is here in the corner, those are your pieces. Those are the ones you're working with. Especially when you get a kit like this, dude, there are a ton of these, you know, sheets to cut out or punch out, and it's pretty easy to get them kind of confused. So that's a nice thing that Sarissa does to make things easier. Good call, buddy.
What was that, like 6-8 inches vertically when it was all stacked up?
Oh, it was like 9 boxes of paper stacked together. You know, it's a 2-man lift. There was yellow and black hazard stripes on it. I mean, it was crazy. No, seriously, the stack was like this tall. I mean, it was a solid 5-inch stack, probably, at least, because it's got all the pieces parts in there. All right, so what do we got here? It's 8:43 in the Central Time Zone, 9:43 for Jim and Raz. For Chris, it's 6:43. Yeah, 2 hours. Yeah, we'll go with that.
We're at 1 hour and 45 minutes.
So, I think maybe this is where we'll call it a night. Although, we have to continue building this beast because we do want to play with it, and maybe maybe we see this at the Dead President's Weekend, which would require us to finish it. So if we were going to finish this, what should we do next? I mean, there's plenty to select from.
Finish the cathedral off the church.
Cathedral? All right, so we have... This is the... So there's the front, you know, very much, okay, when you think Alamo, this is what you think of, right? Because that's really kind of all that's left. But this is the back part, so these would go together like that. Again, see how those tiles go together when you got the walls lined up right? Everything just whoop, slides together. Pretty cool, huh? They did a good job with that. So we do have some more stuff, particularly in the back half here, that needs to be done. Because I think the front's all done, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything left for that. But there is some work to do here on this piece, so we could finish that up. That would be good.
And one of 9.
Yeah, not 9 sheets to put nine of those A4 or 8.5 by 11 sheets of MDF of parts for this. So yeah, they add up quickly. So there's that. So you can see it's not actually glued in yet. The back wall's not glued in yet. We've got some other parts that need to go on here. But we will save that for another time. I'm not looking to make things longer here tonight. I was just looking at, give you a teaser to what you might look forward to in the next time. Because, one, I kind of like building these. Two, it needs to be built. I mean, this is a project that we said we were going to get done. So, and we know that, no Game of Thrones reference here. Winter is coming. And I say that because Bill and I both have the Savage Frontier Kickstarter coming in January, as well as me and Raz have the Blood and Plunder Raise the Black coming in January as well. So need to get on the horse and get this stuff knocked out before January. Doesn't take terribly long. We got some stuff put together over the course of a couple nights. This is already 90% built, but we got a whole bunch more parts that got to go in here. I mean, this thing is huge, and we want to make sure that we've got it all done. And then, once we got done, let's face it, we're not going to leave it bare MDF. So we're going to figure out how we want to finish that. We've been talking with Bill about that a little bit, and we were thinking about maybe doing some sort of texturized Adobe look to it. But making it generic enough that we could use parts of it for like a Middle Eastern scenario if we wanted to, so we can use these buildings in other places, not just be confined to the Alamo, but still be able to have them used as the Alamo and look legit. So we'll sort that out. We'll get that figured out.
Our part's going to be to not cover up the beautiful detail.
Yeah, so yeah, as long as we go pretty light, because like when we did the 13 days to 13 hours build, I built the ambassador's residence, and that was a Sarissa kit, and you can actually maintain that stuff pretty well. You can't go super heavy. I mean, you're not putting down like modeling compound or anything, but you can still add a texture to it and still have the details, like on something like this. There's a large crack right here. You could still see a detail like that, or on the side over here, you can see that these are bricks that are etched into the side. We don't want to lose those details. So we would have to go light, be gentle with our texturing and our finishes. But I think that we could still pull it off. So yeah, I think that'd be cool. All right, so this will be next up to get done. What next? Because I don't think this is going to take that long. What else we got?
That one will. We've got more of the corners, the readouts.
Is it the little readout or the corner readout?
The big readout.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's a good one. All right, so here's an example of what one of these looks like. So it is sheet A23. This is the west wall readout. And this is a fairly large piece, but it's only got 3 pages to it. So you've got, here's the cardboard stuff for the parts that need to be flexible. Here, I'm just going to try and keep the glare off of it. So those will be wrapped around. And then, got a, you can see that? There, you see that? There you go. And that is all the parts to that. So I think that would actually go pretty.
Cardboard looks like in the front.
Yeah. So like this is a smaller one, but you can see how the cardboard's been used. Here, let me go close up on you. Get this out of the way. All right. So you can see, these are all of our little MDF pieces, a little MDF floorboards. That are in here, and then this is all cardboard. So that we will seal and we will texture for sure, because really this is, the cardboard in this case is like a dirt mound. So we're gonna make it, look like earth, because that's all it is an earthen mound up against here.
You're gonna make it dirty?
So yeah, that's right. It's gonna be dirty. Whoa. All right. Before we take this show in a whole other direction, although Jim was trying to put us up at 3 strip clubs. I'm not arguing, I'm just saying.
Right.
It's not my fault. I didn't open that door technically. I claim no responsibility for that part.
And we're not opposed to it.
Also true. Not opposed. Yeah, so I think that'll go pretty quick. We might even be able to get that one done in a night. Because it's not too bad. The instructions are on one page. Let me see if I can get this up here so you can sort of see that. I mean, I know you can't read it, but you can kind of see the pieces parts there. Not too bad. That's fine. Yeah, so I think that'll actually go pretty fast. So we could probably get these 2 done maybe next week or something. Unless of course Bill or Jim are gonna jump in and do something else. But this is something that we could do. But yeah, I've got we've been going almost 2 hours here, so I think maybe we're gonna call it a night. We'll wrap it up here. So thank you guys for being here and hanging out. Jim, always good, my friend, our historical guru on the Sit Rep podcast. Raz, our good friend. Oh, for you, Raz, for you. Always good to chat with you online, and look forward to being able to hang out and game and have a cocktail together in person sometime. And Chris Long, one of the founding members of the Sit Rep podcast, and he and his son have that awesome company, Modern Miniature 3D. Did you figure out logo yet, Chris? Gotta work on that, because Modern Miniature 3D is sponsoring Sit Rep podcast on some stuff. So we thank you very much for that. We wish you and Alex the best with your business. I love the little dudes that I have. Maybe we'll paint some of those up one night as well, because I still have some left that I have not yet painted, although the ones that I have I'm pretty happy with, not gonna lie. Yeah, the models turned out great. Once I figured out how to take supports off of them, because I did kind of mess that up, not gonna lie. There's a couple gun barrels that had to get replaced.
Chris said working on it.
Yeah. So yeah, we're looking forward to it, and then we appreciate your time. So don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Tell your friends. Don't forget, we now have a webpage, a one-stop shop for everything, and that's www.thesitreppodcast. All one word. You got to have the in there. thesitreppodcast.com. You can see the blogs. There's links to all of our YouTube episodes and podcasts in there, as well as we've got a store. We were talking about having our pint glasses. You can get merch. So if that's your thing, you want to represent, by all means, please do that, and we'll continue to refine that. We've got a really good foundation there, but we're gonna, there's some things that Bill's tinkering with. I know he wants to add some more stuff to it, so we look forward to that. Again, thank you all.
And sorry if we didn't address all of the comments.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great comments.
Yeah, hey, thanks for being engaged. Appreciate it. And on that note, I'm Marty. He's Chris, and we're